Hey guys, Prison here. Be profiling my pure shaddoll deck for you guys. Post the shaddoll showdown structure deck. I hope you guys enjoy this profile. With everything going on, I'm stuck at home and I'm not working a lot, so I have a lot of time to profile all these decks that I have for you guys and all the old decks that I profiled for you guys in years past. Now I got a whole bunch of Sport and Dual Overload, so I've already pre-ordered it. It's supposed to ship today, so I'll get it in the mail and be able to send those decks out to you guys too. But for now, I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is my pure shadolls. To start out, play 3 Reshaddoll Wendy. This card's amazing, this deck. When it's normal or special summon, you can special summon a Shaddoll and face down defense position from your deck. Same if it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect. So really great. And another important thing is it's a psychic. It's a wind attribute, so it helps you with Epcalon. Next for 3 of, we run 3 Shaddoll Squamata. When it's sent from deck, when it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, it's a Foolish Burial for Shaddoll monsters, which is really good. Also, it's got a flip effect to destroy 1 card on the field, which is really nice. But I play 3 of to help you deck thin, or if you send it from your hand, like let's say you hard draw it first turn, it helps you get to whatever Shaddoll effect you need that turn to get a board. So then I play two Shaddoll Beast. I was playing 3. I cut it to 2. I've been seeing a lot of people play 2, so I'm testing it. It still works really good. I would not play it any lower than 2. If it's sent to the graveyard by card effect, it's basically like an upstart. You draw 1. And then Wendy makes it even better. When you flip summon it, you draw 2 cards and discard 1, which is really good because if you play it from the deck off of Wendy, you just set it face down and flip it. Your opponent has to either attack over it and deal with it, or you get to flip it the next turn to get the pluses. 2 Hedgehog. Really good. Take a reinforcement of the army in the deck. If it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can add a Shaddoll from your deck to hand. And then when it's flipped, you can add any Shaddoll spell or trap from your deck to hand, which is really good, especially some of the new traps that came out in the structure deck. 3 is way too much for this card. You really just want to be playing it off of Falco or off of Wendy, or sending it from your hand off of Fusions. Play any more, it brick. And then I play 2 Dragons. Some people play 2, some people play 1. I think 2 is necessary because this is your MST of the deck. It destroys spell or trap cards when it's sent to the grave by a card effect, which is really cool. And then also it's like a compulsory evacuation device when it's flipped. So it kind of helps get over problem monsters that your opponent has. It's even better than Squamata in some situations. Like my friend IP'd into a Moral Sword Dragon, and so it can't be stopped by card effects. So just end up attacking over a dragon. I flipped it back to the deck. Really good. And my one-ofs, I play 1 Nail, Shaddoll, Ariel. This card combo is great with the new trap card, the Incarnation trap card. On top of it, it's really cool disrupting your opponent's plays during their turn. If you like El Shaddoll Fusion it away, and then you can banish cards they need in their graveyard because you can target up to 3 and banish it, which is really cool. So I like it, and it's an opposite attribute. It's a water, so you can get it out. You can get out Apcolon with it. And then 1 Falco. You can cut it if you want. I like it late game because it reborns all the stuff that you need. So, really good. Alright, that's it for all the Shaddoll monsters of the deck. Onto the lights for Construct. I play 1 Trick Clown. I don't even play the Damage Juggler. You can if you want. Honestly, I'd like to play Fairy Tale Luna in this deck. I even saw a profile. It's my daughter in the background, guys. I've even seen profiles where somebody's playing Fairy Tale Luna, and I would love to play Fairy Tale Luna in the deck because it can replace itself and search itself, but until I get it, I'm running Trick Clown and then 3 AD Changers. It's an old card, but it's still really good. It's a light. If it's in the grave, you can banish it, and then you can change the battle position of a face-up monster. So it's not really good against Lynx because you can't switch from defense. But if there's a big monster you got to run over by battle, you can switch it to defense position after sending it, and then you can attack over it, which is really cool. Those are the last of the monsters in the deck. Go on to the spells. We have 3 Shaddoll Fusion. Obviously, it's a Shaddoll deck. If your opponent controls a monster or something from the extra deck, you can send the materials from your deck to grave, which is really good. 3 El Shaddoll Fusion. Everybody pretty much knows these cards are. It's a polymerization for Shaddoll monsters, but it's quick play. 3 Super Polys, because you want to open up with some kind of card to fusion, something to start your plays going. 3 Called by the Grave, just to make sure your grave effects go off. You don't get DD Crowed. anything stupid like that, Ash Blossomed. And then for your one-ofs, I play one Foolish Burial to send any shit all you need to the grave, one Pot of Avarice, so you can start shuffling back in, which is why I can play 2-ofs with some cards too, and 1-ofs. You can start shuffling back in the deck to reuse them. One E-Telly, which is really cool with Wendy because she is a psychic, so you can play her straight out of the deck and then fuse her off her effects. And then my last one is a tech, one reinforcing the army. Because I'm playing AD Changer, you can search him and add him to hand so you can use him as material, which is really cool. That's it for the spells. Then on to the traps. I play 2 of the new Shaddoll Incarnation. This card's really good. It's basically like a Call the Haunted for the archetype. You can activate it and then special summon a Shaddoll monster from your graveyard in face up or face down defense position. So if you play a fusion off of it, you can play it face up to get its effects. If it's just a normal flip effect monster, you can play it face down. Then what's really cool, if it's in the grave, you can banish it and a Shaddoll monster and flip a Shaddoll that's face down, face up, or a face up one face down, which is really cool. So like if you have your Ariel, so what you can do off this is you can fusion like Wendy away or whatever and play this face down. And then if this is in your graveyard, you can banish this in another Shaddoll monster, flip this face up, and then special summon the card you banish off of Incarnation from Ariel's effect, which is really cool. So a lot of times I'll end up like banishing like a construct off of this or whatever, and then using it to flip this up and play my construct back and get the effect again, which is really cool. So yeah, 2 of the Shadolls. Then I play 3 Sinister Shadow Games. I really like this card. It's basically playing 3 copies of MST with Dragon because you can send it whenever you need it. And then what's also really good about the card is when you activate it, you can flip as many Shadolls that you control face up, so you can like force your Squamata or your Dragon during your opponent's turn and kind of hinder their plays. And then 1 core, just because it's another floating Shaddoll. It can start recycling your spells and traps, defend you. Really good. Alright, that's it for the main deck, guys. 40 cards. We'll go on to the extra. We'll go through this pretty brief. Everybody knows they do. 3 constructs, it's a light and a Shaddoll. It automatically destroys special monster at battles, and it's a Foolish Burial when it's played. It's not once per turn. 3 El Shaddoll Winda. It basically makes so both players can only special summon once, which is really good, and it can't be destroyed by card effects. It takes a dark and a Shaddoll. 2 of the new El Shaddoll Apocalone. I think you at least need to play 2. I almost played 3 to try it out, but I'm doing 2 for now. When it's Fusion Summon, you can target a card in the field, negate its effects for the rest of the duel as long as it's face up, which is amazing. And then if it's Fusion Summon, it can't be destroyed by battle. Now, what's cool about the fusions is when any of the Shaddoll fusions die, they add a Shaddoll spell or trap from grave to hand, so like any of your fusions, so you can just replay fusion the next turn. But with this one, you can add a Shaddoll card from your deck or your graveyard to your hand, so that it can help recycle fusion, so get you what you need out of the deck to keep your plays going. It's really good. The last one is 1 El Shaddoll Shekinaga. I really like this card because there's some combos of Cross Sheep. To get the Cross Sheep off the board, you can end on a Shekinaga, which is really cool. So that's why I main deck it. But yeah, that's it for the Shaddoll fusions. Then we play the 1 Cross Sheep just for its effect. If you fusion someone's on the board, you special summon a 4 or lower monster from your graveyard. It's really cool. 1 Shaddoll Construct just for another way to fusion summon. While it's on the board, you can fusion summon a Shaddoll monster using cards you control during your main phase. 1 Gravity Controller, just to get one of your dead Shaddoll fusions off the board, maybe your Winda, so you can make some plays and then bash into something. And I can't tell you how many monsters, the new Blackluster Soldier Link, and then like anything that's been summoned by IP Masquerade, this just bounces it back to the extra deck and gets over it, which is really cool. So it's just a free out. I'm thinking about running 2. You guys can tell me what you think in the comments down below. I've seen it both ways, 1 or 2. And then some more super poly targets. I play 1 Mud Dragon for decks that don't really play darks, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, and then the AI Golem Ignister. Really cool because you can use this against. It's a better card against Salamangrates because if you think about it, if you use the Salamangrate Violet Chimera, it takes one of their links and then one of their monsters, which is a Cyburst. This is the same thing. It just takes a link and a Cyburst, but this one can't be destroyed by battle. And it's got a better effect. I actually had to read it just to make sure. Yeah, if it attacks a monster, especially from the extra deck, it gains the attack, even the original attack of the monster. So it can just beat over things. Really good card. The only other card I could think of running in the deck right now, if you don't want to play the Shekinaga, you could play either a 2nd Gravity Controller, or you could play the Predaplant Dragostapalia, which is a really good card to have too against a lot of the Invoke decks. So it's up to player preference. But yeah, guys, that is my shaddoll deck for you for the 2020 format. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully you guys are still figuring out some ways to duel, but also doing it safely. Hope you guys have fun doing it. Stay safe, stay healthy. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll try to send you some more videos. I'll see ya.